Hi everybody, it's Nikki here and welcome to a makeup video. So today's video is the start of a brand new project pan, and this one is an idea that I came up with myself. I was inspired by another project pan that was going around last year in 2020. That project is You Panned My Battleships, I think. I will link for you in the description box down below the original creator of that project and also a few people that I watch who are partaking in that project pan that is still ongoing, I believe. But I was inspired by the idea of a game to project pan. And so what I came up with was noughts, pans, crosses. Now, I believe in the US, noughts and crosses is known as tic-tac-toe, but here in the UK we call it noughts and crosses because, well, you use noughts and crosses. We're simple as British folk. So the idea is to use a 9-pan palette or a set of 9 singles or 3 trios or half of an 18-pan palette. However you want to create your 9 shadows. I have this palette here, and the idea is to create a line. However, the competition part of this is that you have to partner up with someone, and that someone is also going to be using a 9-pan palette, or however they're going to use 9 shadows, and they're also going to be trying to pan a line. Now the competition part, if they pan a square, any of these, before you do, that square belongs to them. Now you can choose whether you want to be noughts or crosses and your partner gets to be the other. So if I was noughts and I panned this square, for example, then my partner cannot pan that as part of their line. I would claim that for a nought. So that's how we're going to do it. You're in competition with your partner to see who can pan a line first, and they can block you or you can block them. It's going to be so exciting. Of course, you do need a partner with this, and I have asked the lovely Charlotte to be my partner. I put this idea to her first and she was like, that's amazing, I want to do that. So of course she became my partner. I've had some other people show a bit of interest in this as well. I did put this idea forth for the Pantastic Ladies Pan That Palette idea for 2021, but Tiny Pans won, and so it should, because that Pan That Palette idea is amazing and I'm enjoying that project as well. But I can't wait to get started. Now, the idea is that you are trying to pan these eyeshadows. To make it fair between you and your partner, you must pick similar size pans. So luckily for me and Charlotte, we both had this palette. I bought it for her for Christmas and I bought one for myself at the same time, so we both have the same palette and it's both at the same state. We've not touched it, either of us, so we are starting at the same start point. So between you and your partner, you must decide what size pans you are going to pan. So if you're very quick panners, you might want to choose bigger pans or deeper pans. Or if you're not very confident at panning eyeshadows, maybe choose smaller pans. So yeah, but you have to try and, between the two of you, pick similar size pans. Therefore, you're both on the same starting point. Or if one of you is quicker at panning than the other one, maybe the quicker one has the bigger pans and the one who's not so quick starts with smaller pans. But you must make it fair between the two of you. So yeah, that's the thing. So yeah, the idea is not to pan the whole thing, it's just to pan a line. Now there is only one rule apart from the fairness rule, and that is you can't pan the middle shade first. So whatever shade you put in the middle, if you're using singles or trios, or if you're using a 9-pan palette or whatever, you cannot pan the center square first. And that's because I was always brought up with the rule in tic-tac-toe, or noughts and crosses as we call it, that you cannot put your nought or your cross in the center square on your first turn. So that is why that rule is in place. You cannot pan that center square first. You must hit pan on one of the outer squares first before you hit pan on this one. So yeah, I mean, once you hit pan on those outer squares, then go for it, go for the center square. But you can't hit pan on that one first. Could be a challenge for some people. So yeah, that is the panning game. So I will be doing updates on this monthly. Both Charlotte and I will try to update on the same day. And so I will link her videos for you in the description box down below. So you can go and check her you can go and check her video out as well. But we are panning the same palette. Now you don't have to do that if you and your partner don't have the same palette. But it just so happened that me and Charlotte did, because I bought us both one. But they have to be of similar size. So yeah, that is my new project pan. I hope you enjoy it. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.